Hey y'all, I'm on in the room, child. Welcome to our Saturday Night Live, our very first live for Ready to Love. Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Hey y'all, hey. Let me speak to everybody. I hope y'all are having a good Saturday. Child, I'm tired, okay? Honey, I'm tired. Anywho, let me go on up here and speak, child, because we're about to speak on it. Shout out to Candy. We about to speak on it, honey. This is a whole fool. Hey, Katie Pop. Hey, Stay Tuned Reviews. Stay Tuned Reviews. When I tell you, you had me hollering in that comment section. Oh, child, you had me hollering. Hey, Tasty220. Hey, Sage N. Hey, Gail Cooper. Hey, Latisse. Hey, Belicious. Hey, Shay Bay. Hey, Live, Love, Laugh. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Kelly. Live, Love, Laugh said the men this season are trash, but I say that every season. I wonder why. Because they are basura, okay? Hey, Janet. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Tressa. Hey, P. Hey, Londa. Hey, Omar. I know that's right, Virgo season. Hey, D-Dub. Hey, Cece. Hey, Tiffany Shantae. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Sephora. Hey, 713 Rose. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Jennifer Wade. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Leanne. Hey, Gail. Hey, CB. Hey, Angel. Jamaica Sweet. Daniela. Cadence. Andrea. Gerald. Is it El Winnell? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Hey, Wana. Hey, Asifa. Hey, TT. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, M Town Libra. Hey, P Harvey. Hey, Abby. Hey, Madonna. Hey, Lynn Jack. Hey, Allison. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Snowy. Hey, Adventures with Cece. Hey, Jennifer Wade. Hey, Biz One. Hey, Brittany. Hey, 305. Just me. Hey, Rena. Vonnie and Jazzy and Ravine. Hey, Tanamora. Hey, Tasty220. Juby. I hope I'm saying that right. Fam you. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Heavenly. We're going to start in 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to get to it. And listen, y'all, I broke everything down so that we can go through it together and go through each and everything that happened when this episode occurred, honey, because it was just so much happening. Child, when I tell y'all, oh, honey, by the time I got to Bell Collective, honey, my wig was just as shifted as Marie's. Child, my nervous system. I said, oh my God, honey, I need Bell Collective. Oh, honey, I needed Bell Collective last night, honey. Cedric was singing in the background over there on Bell Collective, and I needed it. I really needed it, honey, because it was just so heavy, child. It was heavy for no reason. Hey, Nuna. Hey, Markeisha. Hey, Katie. Hey, Candy. Hey, Queen Kathy. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Diva. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Cass. Hey, Michelle Bird. Hey, Bettina. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Angela and Venus Fox and Sister Girl Speaks. Hey, Erica Raz. Hey, Monique. Hey, Marsha. Hey, Zaquavia. Hey, JoJo. Life is bliss. I know that's right, y'all. Get into it. Hey, Taisha. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Taurus. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Coco Eyes. Hey, Karen and Lynn and Elle Bishop and Trudy and Deidre and Landa and Straight Cherry and Disco Sprinkles and Barbara D. Hart. Hey, Coco. Hey, Queen Ivana. Hey, Auntie Eva. Hey, Belicious. Thank you, Shay Bay, for the super sticker. All right, y'all, let's get into it, honey. Okay, there are 279 of y'all on this live. Thank you to everyone. If I didn't get a chance to speak, I'm not trying to be rude to y'all. I appreciate everybody for joining me for this very first live that we're going to talk about this Ready to Love foolishness, okay? Thank y'all so much for joining. I hope my mic is working properly. Can y'all put a Y or something in the chat? Hey, JB, to let me know if the chat is, if the mic is working properly, because I just want to make sure I'm, not muffled or whatnot, because I can't really tell. Anywho, there are 291 of you on this live. Thank you so much for joining me for our first Ready to Love live of the season. We're trying to get in front of the enemy. Shout out to David, honey. We're trying to get in front of the enemy. And so we're about to get into it as we get into it. Okay. So let's just begin at the beginning. Hey, Phil. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Misha and opinionated family. I knew Miami was gonna be a mess. Everybody is too aggressive with each other. Hell, when I tell you everybody was fighting last night, I was so happy that the Bells were being nice to each other and Marie was twirling Latrice around. And I was just so happy. Okay. I was just so happy. I couldn't take no more. I said, baby, this right here is a fool. But y'all, we're going to get into it, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, I didn't know Miami was going to be like this. I thought we were going to see sexy people, the girls giving the zhuzh and the men looking like something. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I used to frequent Miami for no apparent reason. Okay, if you listen to one of my story times, you already know why. But the men out there were just so beautiful. And they just, I don't know, the culture out there, it was just everything. But this right here, baby, I don't know what this is. Honey, this is not the Miami. This must be, I guess this is not the touristy side of Miami. Because when I went, honey, I had a good old time, even though I was deep in Miami, honey. I was going places I ain't had no business going. But I had a good time, child. Oh, I was living my best life pre-beer virus. Okay. Thank you, Candy, giving you your flowers, Misha. Thank you so much. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it. Okay. So I know y'all see this face right here. Okay. This is Sharice looking like, oh, well, I never. And Zoe was like, well, you never will with me. I was like, oh, child. So let's get into it. We're going to start. Zoe said this. You can't handle it because you fake as. Okay. And then she looking like, fake? So then he said, yeah, let's keep it real. She said, oh my God. What makes me fake? Now y'all know I gotta throw some humor in there, child. This is not a humorous situation because he lost his whole damn mind and was getting aggressive for no reason. But the fact that she came back and said, what makes me fake? We'll run it down in just a few. Moving forward. You're a clown. Do I want to be with you? No. Oh, child. Well, what'd he say that for? I don't want to be with you either. Well, baby, you see how she looking at him and he looking at her? You been a clown. That's why you on the bottom. I added some clown emojis for your viewing pleasure. So, child, she trying to get away. Look how she running from him. He's aggressive. Okay. So she trying to get away from him, honey, in her jumpsuit. Sharice, why would I want to be with you? Bye. That's why he's waving at her. Bye. Go. 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 Do I want to be with you? No. So she leaves, child. Then we end up here with poor sweet LJ. Look how LJ look. Look how LJ look at y'all. Oh, LJ. LJ didn't know what he came in there to sign up for, child. Oh, honey, this is a whole fool. So let's go back through it. The fact that Zoe thought that it was okay to escalate to some aggressiveness. Now, aside from what everybody thinks and feels about Sharice, I want to say this first and foremost, because I think we're forgetting this. Okay, so you had Katie over there being, child, we're going to get to her in a minute. Katie said what she said in the ladies' lounge, right? But what we're not remembering is off the bat, he was already being aggressive when he bumped into Trinica. Like, sir, the lady has a brace on her arm. Like, what is wrong with you? So you were getting aggressive. So then when Sharice said, oh, we're going to barbecue him, I felt like the energy was already in the room. And I don't think she was saying it maliciously. I think she was just saying it in terms of, well, girl, he bumped into you. So we're going to barbecue him. It wasn't like you came in with a chip on your shoulder because you pissed about being in the bottom. And Tommy told him that the ladies thought that he was closed off and he wasn't being very expressive. Well, honey, if you're going to express that way, honey, we would prefer for you to be mute. Okay. We would prefer for you not to say not a damn thing. Okay. Don't say nothing. Now, it had already pissed me off when he bumped that go-kart. Okay. And Trinica just so sweet. She was like, oh my gosh, my wrist was hurting for like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, hell no. Child, I was pissed. I said, okay, he about to get on my nerves. I knew something was about to go off when he did that. So I'm like, okay, he done bumped this thing right here. So then when they get off to the side and he started talking about how he just won, the NASCAR 500 or whatever the hell it is they be racing with, child. When he got through doing all that, Sharice just leaned over and said what she said, but baby, that did not warrant you losing your damn mind like you did. And I want to say something to Sharice too, because I'm gonna have to put just a little bit of blame on you, boo. Why did you continue to speak to him? I'm telling you, if I see a man's voice raised just a little bit, oh, Tranika in the chat. Oh, hey, girl, hey. So if I see a man's voice elevate even just a little bit, I'm not continuing a conversation with you. And she continued to be like, so do you want to continue something with me? Like, who are your connections? Girl, what? Ma'am, he has literally just elevated his voice like 2 or 3 octaves, and we still asking him who his connections are? Like, no, absolutely not, honey. Now let me see what y'all got to say, child. And then we're gonna continue to get into it, honey, because this was just a bunch of foolishness all the way around. Hey, DeSosa. Hey, Sephora. Hey, Cold Blooded. Hold on, let me go on up, child, because I was like, baby. Belicious said there should have been a double elimination, Misha. There should have. But you know what? They keep injustice around for the foolishness of it all. That's what I really believe. Because eventually Sharice might go. So when her foolishness leaves, we need somebody else. So I feel like they keep injustice for the foolishness. Because after he got through arguing with Katie and over on his side, and he was like, "Can I get a hug?" He looked like one of them to be asking for hugs for no reason. Sir, you don't even like to spend no money. Okay. You don't even take me on no date. Okay. You don't want to call me. You don't want to take me on no date. So hell no, you cannot touch me. Like, what? So I feel like that's the reason why they kept him. Like, But Tina says she is fake, fake, fake. Yes. But Tina, listen, I don't think that she was speaking to Zoe, for the fakeness of it all. Who else was she gonna talk to? Because you got to think about the scene. You had Katie in, and she took Tranika, honey, for some support. So she had to take her because she already knew that her and Justice are the same person, honey. She just a female version. They both are strong-willed and hard-headed. So she took Tranika for the kumbaya of it all. So they go over there. Then you have not LJ, yeah, LJ and Jamila. No, Jamala. I'm sorry, I hate getting people's names wrong. You have Jamala and LJ. They went over to do another round of go karting, so there was nobody to talk to her, talk with right there. Zoe was the only person left. She never raised her voice to him except when she started to get embarrassed at the end. I feel like she was speaking to him for a little bit too long. Please remove yourself from situations. And he would have been talking to my backside. As soon as he would have said, your shot, when he kept doing that, oh, baby, that would have been the last time he spoke to me. The last time. I would have politely laid that pool cube or stick or whatever the hell they play with. I would have laid it down on the table and I would have walked away. Are you crazy? Mm-mm. And it just really killed me that people are like, yeah, she deserved it. For what? For saying we're going to barbecue him or whatever. Child, that's the stupidest statement I ever heard anyway. It ain't like she said his big dumb ass or something like. She didn't say anything like that. And why you worried about what she talking about anyway? And if you felt some kind of way about it, why didn't you address it? So you know what? I feel like it's better early than later because now, we got it all out in the open. We know how you get. You go from 0 to 100 real quick when nobody ain't even bothering you. So I just feel like you're not able to regulate your emotions. And I'm happy that I saw it now than later. Stay Tuned Review says Sharice had it coming, but I thought Zoe was about to body slam her. Stay Tuned Reviews. Now, why did Sharice have it coming? Why? What did she specifically do on this episode that warranted him saying that? Like, I don't understand. Hey, Tranika. I hope you listened to the review, girl. I was giving you a little bit of zhuzh. Yeah, but what did she do to warrant that this episode? Because listen, this is what we're gonna do. Because I knew we was gonna have some of those kind of comments. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to the audio of what transpired between Zoe and Sharice. I can't show y'all the visual, honey, because I want this to be monetized and whatnot. And then, we'll just take it from there. And you listen to their diction. And y'all tell me if it warranted him just losing his damn mind. Because I just feel like it really didn't. But that's just me. Other people have other opinions of it. Brittany said he was out of line. L. Bishop says Zoe was hurt. But that's the thing though. The whole time, and I had said this in my reviews, he just did not seem interested. Like you seemed like you didn't even want to be there. Because remember when they had that whole thing in the Thank you, Cold Blooded. When they had the whole double date at the, I think it was the bowling alley, and Kayla granted him that kiss, and she kissed him, and child, he was standing there like, like nothing. And I was like, "So you don't want the kiss? So what's going on?" like, like, what's happening? A beautiful woman just laid her lips on yours, honey, because I wouldn't have touched you. Okay, and that's just that on that. But this woman just gave you a kiss, and you just standing there. But word on the street is he had a woman the whole time anyway, honey, and it wasn't one of us, allegedly. Okay. So, child, let me go on down, honey, and see what y'all saying. Reason and why. When Sharice and Zoe were arguing, she looked like she had a mini stroke. Baby, she was so taken aback. Like, how dare he? I said, baby, this a whole fool. Sephora said, I was scared for her. Listen, normally I try to not project what I've been through onto, people that I see on TV and, but when I was watching that scene, I was like, and he started coming at her with that pool stick. See, you solidified it right there. You're fake. I'm like, okay, sir. Okay, put the pool stick down and then articulate what you want to say. Like you coming towards her and she already over to the side. And I feel like Katie and had kind of got nervous a little bit. Cause did y'all see how when he was coming toward her saying, you're fake here, she was like, okay, calm down. Yes, because that's an aggressive situation. But then you got up in that dang on deliberation acting like it would. Child, we're gonna get to that. So Donna said, I agree with Zoe that Sharice was fake AF, but Zoe was quite aggressive. I agree that she was being fake in her, conversation with him. And the reason why is because, well, now I can't say that I think she was being fake. I just feel like she was trying to force a connection there because really, who are her prospects besides Samson? And Charles Sampson acting like he everybody prospect. Charles, somebody him just rubbed me the wrong way. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But other than that, who was she really gonna deal with? So I feel like she was trying to force herself to really just like Zoe like that. And she kept asking him in a way where I was just like, why are we continuing to speak to him and walk around the pool table? When he started yelling, go, it's your shot, it's your shot. That's when it was your shot to get the hell up out the shot. Honey, they would have been filming my behind, okay? Watching that thing. Do you hear me? It ain't no damn way. It ain't no way. Stay tuned review said nephew Tommy did say that the women thought Zoe was holding back. Zoe said he could show them better than he could tell them. Well, baby, if that's you not holding back, please forever hold back. Okay, hold all the way the hell back. Hold on, let's go. Look, Steeler Face said fake crime. Baby didn't get a tit of furs, but I do feel like she was genuinely hurt, even though P. Harvey said he is coming across as angry black man Bozo, as I like to affectionately call him. Allegedly. Okay. TT said, I'm sorry, but I agree with Zoe. Not happy with his approach, but not mad at him. TT, do you love me? Are you riding? TT. Now, girl, not you gonna say you agree with Zoe. What part do you agree with Zoe about, TT? Now, TT, I'm telling you right now, if Zoe turned around and started talking to you like that, then I would have had to jump in and say something because I don't feel like a woman should be spoken to in that manner. He is a large man. It's not like, and even if he wasn't a large man, he's a man. Like there was no reason for you to speak to her that way. If you don't like her and you think she's fake, then why are you playing pool? So that make me think you fake. Because I don't engage with people that I already know are not my people. If I don't feel like we vibing and your energy matches my energy, then what am I gonna really be interacting with you for? Y'all remember last season when Ace went off to the side and started playing with her cell phone because she didn't want to be bothered? That's what Zoe should have done. Once he heard that he was gonna be barbecued, honey, and they were gonna, busting down to the white meat, he should have went on over there and started playing on his cell phone, honey, and checking his Instagram DMs. Because this whole process is not for you, clearly. Child, it's a whole fool. Okay. Sage Ian said Tommy needed to call Zoe's behavior out like he did with David in the other season. It was too much. Okay, but you know what? I don't believe David was his frat brother, was he? Because he gonna keep a good frat brother, honey, on every season. Do you hear me? Every one of them. But anywho, he did call David out. That's when David was trying to get in front of the enemy. You'll never forget that. Oh, damn. David was trying to get in front of the enemy, honey. He stood up over Liz. But you know what? This is what that makes me think of. Liz's demeanor was much different than Sharice's. Liz was a very likable person on her season. People looked at Liz like, how dare you treat Liz like that? But people look at Sharice like she deserved it. That's what she get. It's two totally different things, although they were the same outcome. And I don't like that because this is the thing I'm able to separate when I don't care for a person. She ain't really done nothing to me the past few episodes, okay? So we got to just get a girl some grace just a little bit. When that man got to acting a fool and honey holding that pool stick, and let me tell y'all the part I was scared about. When they were standing in that hallway and he came walking by, I thought he was gonna stop and say something else to her. So I'm happy that LJ was there and so was Katie, because I didn't know if he was gonna say something else to her. And I'm like, what you about to do? Because honey, I don't trust nothing about you right now. Gerald said he came in hot from burning up the go-kart track. So he was already unhinged. Absolutely, Gerald. I agree with you. Ashley says Zoe messed up so badly, I forgot about bug-eyed Mike. Listen, I ain't forget Ashley. Okay, because when I seen him feeding them grapes to my Brandy, honey, because y'all know I love me some Brandy. And Brandy, girl, I'm speaking directly to you. Trinika, take this to Brandy. Please tell Brandy to spread her royal oats around the ready to love, honey. Don't be sitting over there with Mike and he don't even know what a long distance relationship is, allegedly. Okay. But anyway, when I seen her getting fed those grapes, I was like, oh, Mike back on the scene, honey. Let me direct my attention over here to him. Hold on, here we go. Amber says Zoe was something different and didn't even show up to get eliminated. Left poor Brandy waiting. Child, let's continue to get into it then. So after that, we're going to come back to the whole thing that went down with Bozo and Sharice. But here we have the beautiful flower child, aka Shakira, and Tommy. Look at Tommy in his white shoes. Baby, you better not tell Tommy he ain't clean. Look at him. Got a little handkerchief, got his piece and chain on, got his legs crossed, and he was waiting for a round of applause, and all he got was tears. Because we're here with Flower Child. What y'all think about this? Honey, that's what I want to know. Trinika, somebody asked if you were okay. I think she bounced back because she was, shimmying up in that date with LJ. I am going to play the audio. I'm going to play the audio. I'm going to get to it. I'm confusion too, Brittany. I'm confusion. I don't know what's happening. I don't really know what's happening. D-Dub said, this isn't the process for Flower Child. It's not. Shayna. Oh, shout out to Shayna. Hey, y'all. Shayna, put your link in the chat. Shayna has a YouTube channel. She has been a member of the Opinionated family for a long, long time. So y'all please go show her some love on her channel. She's doing reviews as well. So if y'all could support her for me, I would appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to it. She said Flower Child needs to heal and self-eliminate. She does because it's not, no. Not right now. Not right now. And I'm not discounting anything that she's gone through, but I actually want her to feel better when she gets into a relationship. I don't want her to feel like the person's going to judge me. They're going to think this about me. They're going to think that about me. I want her to be confident. I want her to feel like she's excited and whole, not all broken and child. It was just too much going on, honey. And I don't even know what's going on. That tells you all you need to know right there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Black girls getting their shift together. I love that name. Shakira has cried every episode, every damn one. Hey, Caribbean gal. Hey, LMV. Every dang on one. I'm like, baby, what's wrong today? What's going on today, honey? Landa says Shakira can scoot on over there to Mavs with Justin with all that crying. Oh, child. The two of them, honey, we would need insurance, honey, flood insurance for the television screen when they got done with it, okay? Grace said, I don't like Mike for Brandy either. That man don't want no more children. But then he lied to her saying that he did. And Brandy, do not be changing your schedule for no Mike. Trinika says she's good now. Baby, that pissed me off when he bumped that go-kart and kept on going and did it on purpose. Child, let's hurry up and get through it, honey, so we can get back to it. Child was a whole fool. Jen said, the comments are moving fast. It's making me dizzy. How you think I feel? And I don't even know how to slow them down. You would think I would know how to slow them down after all this time. Listen, y'all, next time I do a live, I'm going to make sure I slow down the chat. But see, the thing about that is when you slow down your chat, it's like 5 or 6 seconds in between when a person can comment. And so it makes it, I don't know, it's not as fun. So, Veronica says, sometimes it feels like it's easier for others to heal us than it is actually doing the work. Every cast member needs to be sitting on my couch. Oh, Veronica, did you ever email me or DM me? Because you said you were in Houston, right? Child, I know I need to be sitting on your couch. Day said, or Dada, Ready to Love is not the show for a woman who hasn't healed. These broken men are not what she needs. Absolutely not. And really, when we think about it, who is there to choose from? She mad at everybody she sits down with. She was mad at LJ because his shirt was open. Baby, it's Miami. You gonna see a chest if you don't do nothing else. She mad because his shirt open. She mad because Randall said something to this person. She mad because, like, what is wrong, girl? Like, tell us what's wrong so we can not be in confusion. And this is the thing. At first, I was like, okay, Misha, wait a minute now. It could be edited now. So give Shakira some grace because it could be editing. But then she sat down with Tommy in his white shoes and said the exact same thing. I said, okay, so clearly it's not just me. And not all of us can be confused. Honey, even some of the former Ready to Love cast members are confused. It ain't just us, child. Shakira. Honey, we have to get that together. Caribbean gal says, Shakira, I like you, sweetie, but you ain't ready. No, she's not. Nina said, none of the men really want any of these women. They seem extremely disinterested. Every last one, except Mike. Except Mike, honey. He ready to cheat. Okay? Ready to cheat. Allegedly. Denise said, ready to love and really ready to love. More like, let's get all the minutes of fame we can get. Okay? So we can do reviews the next season. Child, a whole fool. Amber Mean said, Jennifer Way, remember the episode on Good Times when Fishbone died? Wanda didn't even know who he was crying. I ain't gonna never forget that. Let me tell y'all something about me, honey. Fun fact. I love to watch Good Times on a Saturday morning, honey. It ain't nothing better than some JJ Dynamite on a Saturday morning, honey. Y'all can call me what y'all want, honey, but don't call me on Saturday morning because I'm watching Good Times. Child, scratching and surviving. The faux Londoner said, I like Katie and Swayze too. They might be a cute couple. Listen, the faux Londoner, I'm with you. I really liked Katie up until this episode. She's on my list. Okay, now I'm gonna see how she gonna progress, honey. But it's given I can't be bothered because you were in the building when all of this transpired. You went to try to calm him down. You said out of your mouth, okay, you're upset, but you can't be belittling people to get your point across, which means that you felt like she was belittled. Then you turn right back around, and because y'all been caking on the phone or whatever y'all been doing all night long, all weekend, all of a sudden it's okay. That wasn't right. I was like, that's crazy. CB says Swayze annoys the hell out of me. I like him. I thought he was gonna annoy the hell out of me, but he seems just like a late, he kind of reminds me of Gil. It might be something about them firemen, honey. Diva, thank you for the super chat. Could you imagine Shakira and Justin from Married at First Sight as a couple? Woo cha. Oh my gosh, honey. You know what that's no, I was gonna say that's probably what she needs, somebody that's gonna accept everything and all things. But no, all that crying. Mm-mm. Venus said nobody likes Charisse. No, they don't. And that's why I just felt like I really thought I was shocked looking at the comments. I thought I was gonna be on an island all by myself. I'm like, listen, I know people gonna be like, no, she deserved it. Some people did say that, but then there were some people that were like, he was wrong. Majority of the people said he was wrong. And I was just like, yeah, because it wasn't cool. It just really wasn't. No matter what you think about any of the things that she's done, it didn't warrant him going off like that. Donna said, Trinika, I am so sorry. Zoe should be ashamed of himself, but he seems like the type who doesn't believe in apologizing. Tommy should have made him apologize at the reunion. I wonder if Tommy's going to say anything to him at the reunion. Child, I doubt it. But if Tommy watches this back, He has to say something or he loses all credibility. So, hmm, wait a minute. Who is this? Oh, Kayla. Kayla said, go easy on us. Kayla, listen. I don't have no smoke for none of y'all. It's a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. But at the same damn time, I'm gonna make sure I call it how I see it. But I did just say that you were a beautiful woman and you were trying to kiss Zoe, and honey, he looked uninterested. Okay, as just as disinterested as he wanted to be. Okay, and now he at the house with whoever this lady is allegedly. Stay tuned. Review said Shakira needs a stalker. What? Someone who will love her at first sight and call her within 5 seconds. Oh no, 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 Stacey. Listen, I don't play about no stalkers, honey. Mm-mm. She definitely don't need that. Just me thinking aloud said, this needs to be the last season. Ain't none of these connections for real, and the format is proving to be unproductive. The only beautiful story that I remember coming from this was on the first season, with Mike, and I can't remember the girl's name, but then they broke up after like I think like a year or two. And I mean, we do have a ready to love engagement. We have Rashid and Simone. I called them a long time ago. That was one of my first reviews, honey. I knew they were gonna be together. I knew it. I said, look, I think they're gonna be something. And here they are. P. Harvey says Swayze is very attractive to me. I think he's trying to stop all that partying and find his wife. I think he is too. But I want to validate some of them stories he be telling. Charlie got cheated on and all kind of stuff. I just want to make sure it's for real. Okay. Wait a minute. Phil, goodbye. Phil, I say good day. Cornelius and Camille still together. He's in a death row contract. Of course, Camille and Cornelius are still together. He got to get jumped out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Camille. I don't want no smoke, child. Camille been came over here and started talking in the comments, child. I'm just playing. Oh, honey. Mm-mm. Y'all crazy. Belicious said, and those sneaky ones, Mario and whatever her name was, they're still together. Oh, Mario and Reba. Let me tell you something. Every time I see a picture of them grinning, I get pissed. The way they did Tondi, I ain't gonna never forget that. And I do mean never. Tondi showed up in her Fashion Nova dress, ready for the reunion, sitting real tall. And she was like, something going on. I feel bad. Cut to commercial break. Mario over here sitting with Reba and her 27 piece. I said, ain't this about a I said, baby, you can't trust them. Mm-mm. Honey, to this day, I do not care. My sister gonna tell me, girl, let that go. That was so long ago. No. Okay? No. Because the fact of the matter is, Tondi didn't deserve that. Okay? So the fact that you sitting over here and girl, I don't care about both of y'all being grandparents or whatever y'all bonded over. I was like, baby. Mm-mm. I wonder what happened to Denise. Oh, child, Denise still roaming the streets of Houston, child. Denise all good. I think she's modeling and doing all kinds of stuff. Denise got it going on right now. Trinika said, at cold blooded, I am older than her, but my initial hairstyle, which I didn't care for, aged me more. Oh, we talking about the wigs of it all? Trinika said she couldn't do her own hair because of her, of her brace on her wrist. And child, you ain't gonna never do it if you keep on riding in front of Zoe. The way he was knocking that car around. Sim said, that was one of the most entertaining moments on the show. Oh, child, this show was. Look, not Swayze can get it. Hashtag fight me. Child, y'all a mess. Oh, yeah, Clifton and Joy, they're still together. I always forget about them, honey. But yeah, they're still together. He following behind her child while she sails on the love boat, singing in the background. And honey, they wearing matching colors and singing and whatnot. Miss Sade 2010 said Tondi has lost weight. She is gorgeous. Don't even look the same. Girl, show down, honey, because I follow her over on Instagram. She looking good. Jen said Carmen is always with Joy and Clifton. It's the look. Jen. Are you me or am I you? I swear to you, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what is happening here? Like, I know y'all cool and everything, but why do y'all continue to ride around and get it, all three of y'all? Jay Smith, thank you for the super chat. I think Tommy is scared to confront those men. You think so? Because he showed and say nothing to Justice. And I was like, Tommy, pipe up, honey, speak your speech. What do you have to say? Like, what? Cold Blooded said, at Kayla.com, your smile is so pretty. It is. And baby, she was giving legs and hips and body when she went out with Randall. Honey, I ain't gonna call him rah-rah because I don't want another rah-rah in the chat. I don't want no problems, honey. Jamala been and showed up like, Misha say, what now? And then I don't want no problems. Look, Venus said, yeah, Tommy's scared. He must be. Okay, so we don't care nothing about what's going on with Flower Child, clearly, honey, because we've been talking about something else. Okay, so let's move on from them. Then we have the picnic date. We have Sam Beasy. Honey, now I ain't naming that. He named himself that. We have Samson, the beautiful Looney with her one-way walk, honey, because you know she gonna give it to him. And then we have cute little Brandy, and we got Mike. So what y'all think about this? What did y'all think about this day? First of all, I knew Looney was not interested in Samson, but she was a good sport. She was very respectful. She laughed. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you so crazy. And sing, honey. And then we had Mike and Brandy, and they were on a date. Okay. They were on a real date. Kayla said, I hate that name. Don't call him that. Oh, girl, me too. Okay, I'm so happy it was just me. I was like, oh, honey, who is Sam Beast? Oh, honey, who is it? Oh, child. Wait a minute. Listen, Phil, I'm with you. Phil said, I don't trust Samson. Something is off. I said the exact same thing. And baby, he came up under my comments trying to get me together. I said, oh, honey, delete. You're not going to get me together. Okay, this is my opinion. And I don't like nobody that want me to struggle. And I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not about to read this paragraph or this textbook, whatever it is you're writing. You said you like the struggle, and I don't want to struggle. Period, point blank. D-Dub says, so we're not going to talk about the green pineapple rolling around loose in the trunk. Listen, I don't even think I noticed that. Child, when I tell y'all, my nervous system was so bad, child. Like, y'all think I'm joking. I literally had to get myself together. When this scene came on, I didn't even realize the show was still on. That's how long I felt like that whole go-kart scene lasted. I was like, this show's still on? Oh, child. In the next scene, they went on a date, honey. Hickory Dickory and Doc. They all went out together, honey. The mouse ran up the clock, the end, child. Oh, my nerves was bad. I said, oh, this is too much. The only one said Looney likes LJ. Mike moving too fast. Grapes dipped in champagne, honey. It ain't even about the grapes being dipped in champagne, honey, because dip them on in there, but don't dip them with your bare hands. You ain't got no hand sanitizer out here. Just dipping grapes and putting them all in my mouth. Absolutely not. Well, if you don't go. Jay Williams said, Samson is a day trader. Oh, girl. Okay. And hey, boo, who only pursues women who pursue him first. And he wants us to struggle. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Please go away from me with this. Girl, not a day trader. Shout out to Nate. Honey, if you know, you know. Sister Stewart said, I just want a ready to love. I just want a ready to love back for love season. But Ayana offers some therapy and Tommy is banned from waiting for applause, honey, because that's all he do. Oh, come on. Y'all can do better than that, Miami. Oh my goodness. Oh, child. Y'all know I'm crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Child, Tommy gonna roll in on that boat in that turtleneck, honey. And if y'all don't clap, they gonna cut the scene and do it again. One more time for me, Miami. If you don't shut up, Thomas. Oh, child. Oh, honey. That's the only reason why I be wanting Ready to Love to come back. I want to make fun of Tommy and I want to sing the theme song. That's it. Nikki said, I thought Simpson was a life coach. Ain't no better than a day trader, really. Both of them is sus. I don't know what Samson doing. Honey. He done gave himself nicknames. I said, not you trying to be Chris Brown, not Sam Beasy. Because, you know, Chris called himself C Breezy. Child, what is happening? Amber said, who is Justice's connections? He, himself, and I, honey. He giving Beyonce, me, myself, and I, honey. Him. He seems to give the ladies a hard time. Like, who is he really connecting with it? Him. It seems like the only person he connecting with is Tommy. That's the only person he shows respect to. So clearly, therefore, and thus and such, him and Tommy are a connection. So it took me some time. Y'all ready to love, honey. Oh, honey. Nika said, I can't stand Justice. Oh, that's how I feel about Mike. I don't know what it is. You know what the reason why I feel like that about Mike, I think? Because I just don't like how he gets mad and starts, he kind of degrades the women when he gets upset. Like he can go bozo too as well. Okay, he ain't fooling me. It's just something about him, honey, that just don't sit it just don't sit well in my spirit, honey. Let me go up. When in Rome said, I like Brandy, but her and Mike can go. Yeah, they might as well go. We can sing the theme song for them. Not that I don't like Brandy, because I like seeing her pretty face when she do her confessionals and whatnot. But if they're ready for me to sing the theme song, I definitely can do it, honey. Because y'all know I wait to sing to sing that theme song. So them, their grapes, the champagne, his unwashed hands, their long distance relationship, even though they live in the same city and state, they can go. Thanks for coming, honey. You can go. Okay, so moving on from them, then we get to the ladies' lounge. Well, baby, what we do that for? All the ladies looking pretty. I like when they wear vibrant colors. Look at Katie. Child, she cannot be bothered. That's when Tommy was telling them, now I don't know what y'all do in y'all house, but what happens in the house stays in the house. That's when Katie was looking like, ooh, child, a hit dog will holler. Katie was looking like, please don't look at me. Please don't look at me, child. So this is when they get to the ladies' lounge. And this is when he's asking them about who their connections are, what they did when they were on their dates. Did they enjoy their dates? Just give him the rundown. Tell me what's going on, ladies. So they tell him that, oh, I went on this date with them, with this person. Kayla said, oh, I went out with Randall and it was a romantical dinner. And then, Tommy was being kind of messy a little bit. Somebody, oh, rah-rah is rah-rah. Knowing dang on well, Jamala sitting two seats away, honey. So she looking how she looking, and Jamala looking how she looking, and Kayla looking how she looking. And then all of a sudden, Jamala was like, oh, well, I also went on a date, and I had a good time, but me and LJ, we stole a little alone time, and we're going deeper. That's my rah-rah. I was like, ooh, child, what she say that for? Then we went on over to Looney, honey, and Looney was just like, I gotta get to know Samson a little bit better. Girl, you don't like Samson. Moving forward. So then we moved on forward from Looney, and then all of a sudden, Tommy was like, so who is on the chopping block? And they was hemming and hawing, and they started talking about Justice. And I'm like, please don't talk about Justice, honey. Get to the meat and potatoes of it all, which is Zoe. And so then Looney was like, Zoe gotta go. I felt like we needed picket signs. Hell no, Zoe gotta go. Hell no, we needed picket signs. So then she was like, Zoe gotta go. Well, baby, what she say that for? Because first of all, that is his frat brother. Bald, bearded, light-skinned frat brother. So Tommy was like, why Zoe gotta go? So then Sharice, she sat up a little bit. Sharice, though, I'm going to say this about you right here in this moment. You did not recant this story right at all, okay? Because you said, I was asking him, what is he here for? And he was like, none of your business. Ma'am. She tried to put some stank on it, honey. She really tried to put some stank on it. Sharice, that is not how that went. You should have used specific words. He called me fake. He was getting loud. He said I was fake AF. Okay. He started coming after I was removed from the situation. I'm over here talking to Katie, and that's when he continued pointing that pool stick. Did I think he was going to hit me? I don't know. I'm not too sure. But after that, things kind of went left. Like, you have to really get it. Like, girl, talking about, I asked, why are you here? And he said, don't worry about it. None of your business. I'm like, girl, not you just gonna lie like we just didn't see the same. Child, now it's making me think you're right. It's just a whole fool. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Since we're in the ladies' lounge, let's listen to what they had to say. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop sharing over here, and we're gonna get into this, and then we're gonna share on the other side. Okay. Y'all hold on one time for the one time. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna play it. And I want y'all to listen and tell me if you can hear it, okay? Here we go. Y'all put a Y in the chat if as soon as I started, you can hear it. It's your turn. It's farmers, and you can save money with the safe driver discount. Right. So, L-Tech. So, on the topic, I want to know from you all how things been going with these guys. Who do you feel has reached the end of their journey? With us. There he is. Talk to Big Bro over here. LJ has always been cool. Like, we Okay, let me see if I can fix the sound. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can fix the sound so y'all can hear it. But basically, I cut the sound because they were saying that it was low. I didn't mute it. Can't get it got better, but can't hear anything now. Yeah, they were saying that the sound was too low, so I just stopped it. Basically, this is when they were in the ladies' lounge, and Katie is getting ready to say to Sharice that she had been talking to Zoe all weekend, and Zoe said, and she doesn't think Sharice remembers, but she said, you know, oh, you said you were gonna barbecue him, and Sharice is like, and what else is going on? Just because I said that does not give him free reign to just act a fool. She didn't say that, but I'm judging it up. And so then Katie was like, well, woman to woman, you can't, you know, do whatever it is that you did and then turn around and play victim. I was so confused by that. Cause I'm like, Katie, what are you talking about? Like, what are you even saying right now? You were in the building, you were present. Just because you've been talking to Zoe, now all of a sudden you come back and you're saying, well, you called him, you said you were gonna barbecue him. I don't think you understand what that meant. Say what now? So it was giving pick me shit for me. And I like Katie. Or, I don't know now. But I was just confused by that. I'm like, okay. Grace said barbecue as in grill him. They said he was closed off. Well, yeah, yeah. I guess that's what she could be saying. April said, thanks for the reminder to hit the like. Anyone who forgot, like it. Yes, please like the live for me, y'all. Allegedly, Ashley said, Katie threw me for a loop with that one. I was like, what are you saying right now? Like, what exactly is happening? Because I'm confused as to why you think that's okay. Is it because in the opening scene of them going into the go-kart place, Katie and Sharice were walking side by side, skinning and grinning, and I was like, oh, okay, everything's all good. And a lot of people have been saying throughout all of my other reviews, I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. It's very off-putting. It's very aggressive. And for me, I didn't get that. I felt like she was just very straightforward in the interactions that she had with the men. I felt like she was asking questions that needed to be asked. Now, this episode, I was completely confused because I'm like, what? Empress Speak said, any friend of Zoe is no friend of mine. Okay. I know that's right. The Faux Londoner said, did y'all see Kadian's date with Zoe? They only posted it online, but basically she suspected he was already married. Girl, no. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to watch that, honey. No, I didn't see that. Phil said, I thought she provided context. I don't know. Zoe's still wrong. Well, she provided context in saying that I talked to him out. So who's saying his stuff is real? Who's saying what he's saying is the truth? I've been talking to him all weekend. He said he was talking to you like that because you said barbecue him. Okay. Like, that's just crazy. To me, that's nuts. That's like me saying something's very minuscule in the grand scheme of things. Okay. Because what I feel like she was saying that for was because he did bump into Trinika's go-kart. That's what it all goes back to. At least that's what is how I am processing it. I feel like, her saying that was just her being in the moment. But it's because people don't like her. Trinika said April had a date with Zoe and it was a date from hell. Girl, not the tea. Aw, April and her headband wigs. Hey, April girl. Child, not April had a date. Girl, because he don't give nothing. Nothing. Okay? He gave absolutely nothing. And this was the most he ever gave. And it was the wrong thing to give. Finally gave something and didn't give what was supposed to be gave. Boy, goodbye. Caribbean gal said, Katie is giving joy, and I don't like that. In my Carisha, in my Carisha Brownlee voice. Honey, baby, I said, girl, what are you talking about? Child, my attitude was all the way wrong. I said this, and y'all know what? Let me tell y'all how stressful it is to do these reviews. Okay, it's different when you do it with a panel of people because you can feed off of each other, and somebody else's opinion might differ from yours. So, people have other people to go off on. But y'all, when that scene played out, and I literally held my head down and I said, okay, Katie and them blew me this episode, child. I'm so confused. I felt like saying that in my review, people were gonna be like, well, I don't see nothing wrong. She letting her know. And it's conflicting when you do these reviews because you want to give your honest opinion, real and raw, but sometimes the comments become a little bit much. And honey, I ain't for the negativity, honey. So that's why I just be doing a little lighthearted shade. But I didn't like that. I don't like how you tried to victim blame, honey. I don't like how you tried to, well, it's your fault. He didn't do nothing wrong. You made him mad. And he a grown man. Like, child, please. Amber said, not a lead, not what? Not shellacked edges. I'm done. Baby, it was giving Jermaine Jackson. Trinika said, so April told us in the lounge that Zoe was aggressive and interrogating her. Ooh, y'all. Shout out to the opinionated family and Trinika Honey giving the exclusive tea. Then he was more concerned about catching the game. That sound like him from the 5 minutes that he was on the screen. Mm-hmm. That sounds just like him. Looking over her shoulder, disinterested. Exactly what he was doing when he was on that bowling date when Kayla gave him that kiss. He was looking past her. I said, dang. And I remember saying this in the review. I was like, do he care about the kiss? Ugh. Oh, child. Oh, no, ma'am. Pam. Cleopatra said she didn't hold the man accountable. She just doesn't like Sharice. Exactly. She don't like her. If that would have happened to Looney, it would have been different. If it would have happened to Kayla, it would have been different. If it would have happened to Trinika, it would have been different. But it's just because it's Sharice and, people just don't really like it. Like her like that. So there's that. Lydia said it's because he had a girlfriend. Girl, I heard he had a girlfriend. But how is this? Okay, so this is what I want to know. And, I don't be doing interviews and whatnot, child, but I really want to know, what is the vetting process? I know these people are not applying for this show. I think they're scouted. I think they're being recruited because I remember the Houston season, a lot of people saying that they were, contacted in their DMs and even would put a ring on it. Alexia and other people told me that they were confronted with an opportunity, and that's why they were on the show. Tressa said, I bet that girlfriend going through something too. Mm-hmm. Did y'all see the way he got mad? She going through something. So they sit in the ladies' lounge. Katie and them completely blew me all the way. Sharice is trying to defend herself. Looney just trying to figure out when the next time she's going to be able to walk. Okay. And then you got Kayla looking like, child, I could have had a V8. So then we move on to the eliminate. Paul Brandy is sitting there. Look at the shocked look on Brandy's face when she realized she had to eat her quesadillas and drink her margarita by her lonesome, honey. Because Zoe said, I'm not showing up because I know I have no connection with you. So me going on a date with you equals I'm getting eliminated. So therefore, and thus and such, y'all ain't getting nothing out of me. Now, I kind of knew he wasn't going to ever show up again when he walked out, when LJ was going over to try to talk some sense into him. I was like, oh, he about to leave. He not coming back. I just had a feeling. But, some people are saying that they think Katie and tipped him off. That could be too, honey, since they was talking all weekend. Like, girl, what you got to talk to him about all weekend? Anywho. So anyway, this was the scene where Brandy said, and see, him not showing up, that shows he's not ready to love. Absolutely. And scene. So now we can get back to the foolishness, honey. That was pretty much the whole episode in a nutshell. Because obviously, I think they both were wrong. Him more than her, but both were wrong. Why do you think that? What do you think? What do you think she was wrong about? I'm very curious to hear. Chocolate Sooner. Hey girl. Brandy did not waste an outfit. She definitely got her eating drink on. I would have too. And Mexican food too. Oh, yes, ma'am, honey. Cold Blooded said Katie might be a little male identified. I think so too. I think so too. Jay Smith said Brandy reminds me of Tamika Scott. She does look like her. She sure does. They could be in the same tribe. Denise said, I love me some quesadillas and margarita. Let me tell you something. I was going to get my enchiladas, honey. And since he ain't showing up, make sure you put the onions on top. Child, go ahead and give what you got to give me. Mimi said LJ was about to get that earring snatched out from his ear. When? Oh, when he went over there to talk to Zoe. Zoe wasn't gonna say nothing to a man. See, that's the kind of man he is. They don't say things to the man. They gonna say something to a woman. You piping up on a woman. But I guarantee you, if you were standing in front of Swayze or Mike, you would not have that same energy. Like, I don't think he would even have that same energy. That's just crazy. Trinika said the men are mostly recruited. Oh, okay. Yes, when in Rome, honey, please give me my onions. Put the onions right on there. Black girls getting their shift together said, agreed, they both were wrong. But why though, y'all? Look, I would love to hear your thoughts. If y'all want me to drop the call-in link so you can call in and speak your speech, honey, please let me know. Because I definitely will do that. Winnie Rome said, I missed Randall so much this episode. Did you? To be honest, y'all, I didn't even realize Randall was gone. I'm still trying to learn, like, the cast, even though we're on episode 5. I got the women down, but some of the men, I be forgetting about. Like, I completely forgot about Swayze until I saw somebody say in the comments, Swayze wasn't on this episode. And I was like, dang, he sure wasn't. I think this episode was completely centered around the bottom 3 men. So maybe that's why. And they haven't done this in previous seasons that I can remember. But I thought it was strange when Tommy went to brief them before they went on their dates. And I'm like, why are you briefing them? Whatever they did wrong is what they did wrong. Because I ain't never seen you sit down with the ladies and be like, hey, this man said you too loud. This man said your dress was too short. And this man said your foundation ain't foundationing. I have never seen you do that. But, okay, I guess the men get a heads up, child. I don't know. The fact that they eliminated Sean and kept Dusty, Zesty, Justin. Child. Who is Sean? Wait a minute, who is Sean? Sean was in the beginning. Okay, yeah, got it. See what I'm saying, y'all? I don't even remember. Ronnie said, well, Zoe didn't lie when he called her fake. He didn't, because she was faking a connection. Are you forgetting how disingenuous that heifer is? No, I'm not forgetting that. I'm going strictly based on their interaction on this episode. I just feel like it wasn't warranted. She didn't do anything wrong to me in this episode. But, that's just my opinion. We all have our difference of opinion. The only one, when Zoe showed up for pool with that blue head face mask covering, I was like, yeah, because I'm looking back at the episode because I rewatched it before we did our live. I realized that's what was on top of Kadian's head too, because I was like, girl, what is this on top of your head? But I realized that that's what they were wearing underneath. So that's why, that's what was going on. Cold Blooded says, Sharice being mean to Dominica has nothing to do with the Zoe situation. Nothing. And that's why I said I'm just going strictly based on what I saw this episode. And even though him and Sharice got into it, and some can argue that they both played a part. I don't know. I just don't see the both part, but that's other people's opinion. It still does not negate the fact that he started out aggressive with that bump. That bump did it for me. And even LJ in his confessional, he was like, he is very competitive, and I'm very competitive as well, but you have to handle it differently when you're around ladies. And that's just common sense. Tronika said he wasn't going to say anything to a man. Exactly. But he quick to pipe up on a woman. Pointing that stick and going out. I'm like, Ronnie said, I'm serious about Zoe having menopause. Ronnie, goodbye. Girl, I'm not about to play with you. Now that you having menopause. Okay, that's okay. You're right. I said the same thing. She kept the argument going. When he started, I would have told him, "You got me effed up," and walked away. We completely agree with each other on that. Okay, so in that regard, you're right. They both, because I said that in the beginning of this live. I said, Sharice, I got to say something to you though as well, because why did you continue playing pool? Why did you continue talking to him? He gets nothing. Like, Cold blooded said that bump did it for you, baby. When he bumped that girl and she was already injured, okay, it was giving 877 cash now, honey. I would have fell out. It's my money. I would have sued that whole channel, honey. Oh, honey, I would have been owning the go-kart place. I would have owned Bozo. I would have owned everything. And then I would have called 877 cash now, honey, because I need my money and I need it now. I'm just saying. Denise said, she did not give a F. Who didn't give a F? Joy said, hold on, it went away. Joy says Zoe's behavior is not justifiable, so it can't be compared to Sharice's comment. It cannot. When in Rome said, I know Zoe drips heavy sweat. Oh, girl. Oh, child. Mm-mm. You know he does. Probably be grunting and everything. Dr. Ivy Pearl, she said, just imagine how Zoe probably behaves behind closed. Yes, when nobody is watching. If you turn up like that on camera, what you do when ain't nobody watching you? And I just was like so confused as to why he didn't just say to her, I think you fake. Because I mean, I heard what you were saying over there. That's all you had to say. Like, all you had to do was just tell her, this is the reason why I feel like you're fake. Because she asked him several times, how am I fake? Why do you think I'm fake? He just continuing on, still getting hype. I'm like, okay, honey, you don't know how to have a conversation. It's cool. Just Nat says Zoe's level of aggression over something so small was concerning, to say the least. Absolutely. Allegedly, Ashley said this was calm Zoe. In private, he's a Peabody. He's Peabody, a beast. I believe that. I definitely believe that. Hold on, let me go down. Jazzy said there's no excuse for a man to push up on a woman so aggressively. And if she separated herself and she was over there talking to Katie and she was like, he's talking about he don't want me, I don't want him. Now, okay, people are like, well, she fake. See, he right. Okay, if you come in my face and tell me you don't want me, I'm gonna say I don't want you either, even if I do want you, because you will not play in my face and try to embarrass me. You will not clown me. So if you tell me, well, that's why I don't want, that's like the men that be at the gas station and they be trying to talk to you and then you be like, no, thank you, I got a man. Well, B, I ain't want you no way. But sir, you just asked for my number, so there's that. like, you definitely wanted me, okay? So I feel like her saying, well, I ain't want him, and then all of a sudden he just started going off. I would do the exact same thing. If you tell me you don't want me, I don't want you. Like, I'm not understanding. Phil said, okay, do we judge him off an inappropriate moment or do we allow him to make, baby, he's judged, honey, judged. Because this is your character. It's a character flaw. Just like people have yet to let Sharice redeem herself. She has a character flaw. We all know that. Okay. And so, yes, he's been judged by me, honey. Now, everybody else might give him another chance and whatnot. But I just feel like LJ gave him a chance. He told him straight up. He said, listen, man, don't leave like this with her. He said, just go. He said, I ain't got nothing else to say to her. That's done. Well, if you wanted a chance to redeem yourself, you or make amends, you would have gone over there and said something. I understand in the moment, we're heated. So, of course, it's probably best you go your way, I go my way. Cool. But for me, Caribbean gal said he also told someone to suck his D when replying to his comments. He's trash. Girl, what? I haven't been on social media all week. Okay. I needed a break. See, this is what I'm saying right here. Okay. Okay. Joy said, how can Zoe make amends when he didn't show up to his elimination date? He gonna try to make one at the reunion, probably. Trinica said, at Gen producers have minimal influence on eliminations. And yes, I spoke to Randall after we were hanging out last night with some of the cast. We talked about the situation on my live today. Oh, that would have been an interesting live to see. Elle said, Zoe is giving Dietrich from C. You know what? I forgot about Dietrich because I remember saying in my review that I don't remember a man do. You're right. Baby, I was like, this is a mess. Yeah, you're right. He was giving Dietrich from season 4. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Thank you for jogging my memory. Somebody else jogged my memory in the comments, and y'all are right. C. Golden said, you see, Justice didn't intervene, probably thinking about how much it was going to cost. Baby, Justice say, y'all ain't going to scratch my face, honey. I do not get in any kind of arguments, honey. I don't engage in a fisticuffs. Ooh, honey, probably got his arms and his shoulders and everything else insured, honey. Justice, I ain't fighting with y'all, honey. I will not come down off my chariot to throw tomatoes with you, honey. Shout out to Quad. Ruby said, Zoe is the same person who proposed and took the ring. Child, when he did that Amazon Prime proposal, baby, that's all I needed to know. Okay? The girl was sleeping. You done took it off her finger with some Vaseline. It's a no for me, big dog. Okay? It's a no. No, thank you. Bianca said he was totally out of pocket. No excuses for a grown man. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Chica when he was arguing in that. I think, wasn't it the club or somewhere they were? And Chica was losing his mind. They crazy. Feel Good said in the moment he was unable to regulate his emotions. I just always want Black men to do better when they mess up. I appreciate that, Phil. I can appreciate that perspective. Now, we'll see what type of energy he coming with on this reunion, but like they saying, child, he telling people to, child, suck his pencil. Okay? Because that's exactly what I'm going to call it, honey. Ain't going to be no eggplant. But, do whatever they doing in his chats, in his comment section. So, it's given. That's just who I am. Neon said, this season is trash. I'm confused how half of these people got past the evaluation process. I'm not. Ratings. That's just like over there on Married at First Sight. First person to answer their phone get picked. Whoever answered, child, that's who on there. His size and level of tone doesn't help him. Her tone was just a scared reflex, no matter if she is fake and phony. Yeah, him being larger and then, getting into it as he was getting into it like that, I was like, dude, please back up. Okay, and calm down. Because what you're doing right now, it just don't make no sense. Look at LJ. LJ's so sweet. He was like, he didn't really know what to do. Because like I told y'all, I rewatched the episode, right, y'all? And this was just so cute to me. And it was very funny. So Sharice is getting ready to be Sharice, right? And she was like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. He was like, do you want some water? I say, why Black people always think water and ginger ale gonna solve everything? You can fall out of a moving car. Get on up, get on up. You want some water? I was like, look at Paul LJ. Oh, honey, LJ didn't know what to do, honey. Poor thing. He was trying so hard to help her. Look at her. That's Sharice crazy, child. LJ the most decent one they got, honey. Oh, honey. Lydia said, okay. At Lydia A, yes, someone in the comments of the Ready to Love IG page said it was fake. He responded by agreeing and said to pass the popcorn. Wait a minute, what was fake? Neon said, I'm saying though, they just be throwing anybody in the mix. Them and the folk on maps. Girl, don't even get me started on Married at First Sight. Remember she said the old her would have shoved that pool? Oh, well, baby, let me tell you, child. The old her definitely, that's when I believed her. When she said the old her would have shoved that pool stick up his behind, just Google her name. Y'all will see who the old her is. Baby, she ain't playing. Okay, he better be glad she was in her right mind at that time. Jacqueline said, y'all really believe that Sharice is a victim? She knows how to handle herself and a disrespectful man. She was setting Zoe up for the cameras. Oh, Miss Jacqueline, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. How was she setting him up for the cameras? If he didn't want to engage with her, he didn't have to. He could have politely walked away from her because, he stayed there to get to arguing of his own volition. And I feel like she was engaging with him way too long, but we don't know exactly what happened behind the scenes. She should have walked away from him when they started not seeing eye to eye. Okay, you said, this is the part that I thought was really crazy. When he said that he wasn't there for his other connections or something like that. I'm just there to get to know you. And after he had just got through saying, it's your shot. It's your shot. She was like, so do you see a connection with us? That made me kind of feel bad for her. I'm like, girl, this is what you think you want as a connection after this man just got through piping up like this? Oh, baby, honey, you need to go sit next to Flower Child, honey. Something ain't right. Mm-mm. And yeah, she was getting ready to be Sharice's child. Yes, Jen, Canada Dry, honey, because that's sure what I'm getting. Jacqueline said she kept it going when she should have walked away. She sure, I'm not gonna debate you. She should have got on up and walked right on out. Diamond said Sharice is definitely Evelyn. It was giving Miss Lazada. Hold on, let me see. Family Oriented said at Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together. I agree. I said Sharice was a knockoff Evelyn Lozada. I thought she was Giselle. That's what she reminded me of. But now that y'all say she give a little mixture, honey. It's if the two of them had a baby. If Giselle from Potomac and Evelyn Lozado had a baby, it would be Sharice. Oh, yes, ma'am. ID Bless. Hey, girl. I'm not a Sharice fan, but the way Zoe piped up on her was a little scary. His chest was pumped up like he was fighting with a man. Plus, his engagement, Indian giving story was a red flag anyway. And he better be glad she even sat down and tried to get to. But this is the thing. Now that you're saying that, it jogged my memory. So, okay, y'all, because y'all know I like to keep it real. Y'all are right. It's giving fake because when she walked over to him, initially, when they had that conversation about him being an Amazon Prime member, she walked over to him, but in her confessional, she was like, I really wouldn't talk to a person like Zoe because he's very boring, but I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone. So one could argue that her continuing to question whether or not they have a connection, that's fake because you don't even like him because you think he's boring. Now, someone could also say, well, she was trying to broaden her, dating spectrum. So it's a lot of ways you can look at it. But I just want to give y'all 1 point, honey. 1 point for y'all, child. This right here, this comment, it jogged my memory. But she still to this day, honey, he better be glad she even tried to get to know him, honey, because nobody else was caring. Okay? Not nobody. The last time he got some action was when Kayla kissed him on the lips, child. C. Golden said, nah, she wasn't interested in that man. I could admit to that. Same here. She was not interested in him in the slightest. Bianca said, Zoe was trash, talking a bit too much on the date, and had the ladies report back in the ladies' lounge that his behavior was because she said barbecue him. Please, cry me a river. This is the thing, too, y'all. Pause for the cause really quick. There are 702 of you on this chat. Even if you're just passing through to see what we're talking about over here, we are talking about all things ready to love. Please like the live, honey. If you're engaging with the live, do something nice for somebody today. Me. It helps me. Okay. It's a free way to encourage me to keep the foolishness going. Okay. We got organized chaos over here on this side. We're giving our opinions. Speak your speech in the chat. Just y'all, please keep it respectful because y'all know I ain't got no mods, honey. I'm still giving ghetto. Okay. So I would just appreciate if y'all would like the live. Okay. At least 400 of y'all. It's 712. So if 400 of you tell the YouTube algorithm that you like what's going on over here, then they'll push it out to more people. I appreciate you. Now back to the mess. Stay tuned review says I was just in need of prayer. Well, baby, pass the collection plate and the tambourine, honey. Because this don't make no sense. Phil, thank you for the super chat, boo. Ladies in the opinionated family, not condoning his behavior. Zoe is wrong. I just don't like us throwing a man together. He needs support to learn. Just attacking him, he won't learn to do better. Baby, he is 46 years old, Phil. 46. Isn't he 46? Or he 45? I don't feel like we're attacking him. I feel like if you're looking at the situation and seeing a man get aggressive and be loud, then I just don't know what we were supposed to say. It don't make no. He 46. No, sir. Baby, you are 46 good years old. At your big Jurassic Park age, you can't get yourself together? Oh, no, ma'am, honey. Mm-mm. Jazzy said, we are not here to support someone who doesn't know how to express himself at that age. 46. Basically 50, actually, Aubrey. Not act like a bozo, honey, man up. Empress speaks. Girl, you better speak your speech. She said, in order to learn, you have to be teachable. Baby, I like that. Honey, let me leave that up there for a little minute so I can seem sophisticated and what when somebody passed through the chat so I can seem sophisticated and whatnot. Honey, I know that's right. You gotta be teachable, honey. The way he was hollering, and yes, I said hollering, Hollin. Ain't no G on it. Let's Talk said he ain't teachable and ain't old as dirt. It's a fool. Venus said, "Word, Empress." Mm-mm. The Miss Creator said, "I thought he was 50." Child, look, I didn't even know he was 46. Somebody had to tell me that. Like when I tell y'all I really be reading y'all comments, I read every single one of them. And somebody in the comment section said that he was 46 years old. I said, "Oh, no, he losing his mind." Thank you for the super chat, ST. Zoe aggressive. But if it was Zoe plus Dominica instead of Sharice, Sharice would say Dominica was loud and ghetto, and that's why. She's a mean girl and the type to think she's better and deserves better than any other woman. You think she would have stooped that low? You think she would have said Dominica is ghetto? Well, she did try to correct her in front of Mike. And I'm like, girl, people in glass houses. Okay. CC said, "Misha, you got me cracking up. This live is a whole vibe." Thank y'all. I appreciate it, CC. Okay, Omar says Samson is the oldest. How old is Samson? Like, he's Jurassic Park age, honey. Because you know the dinosaurs, they're extinct. So, I mean, get out of here. Thank you, Trinika. Trinika said, "Please like and subscribe." Yes, y'all, please. Honey, if you ain't doing nothing else, it's a good time and a whole bunch of foolishness. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go up. The faux Londoner said 46 is his TV age. Add 10 for the real age. Okay, like 10 for the real pounds. Because you know, we put some pounds on you, honey. You don't even be that big. Hazel Sweet said, "Zoe was a mess from the first episode at the mixer. I'm surprised he didn't let loose and let have on the ladies a long time ago. I don't remember him from the first mixer." What did he do at the first mixer? See, this is what I'm saying. I don't even remember him. That's how, child, as Evelyn slash Sharice would say, since y'all say she looks like Evelyn, that's how much of a non-mother factor he is. Black girls getting their shift together. Thank you for the super chat. I want to see Zoe act like that to Zadia. Oh, girl, baby, the way Zadia would have turned up on Zoe. Baby, the way Zadia would have turned up on Zoe, baby, he wouldn't have been ready for that. Y'all saw how she was standing over Daddy. What's his name? Was it Devin? Now that's deadbeat Daddy Devin over here on this season. What was his name over there that was with Aisha? And then he turned out to be a whole dud. Baby, when she stood up over him and he kept eating that vegan risotto, Zadia ain't what he want, honey. That definitely ain't what he want. Dante, yes. The way Zadia stood up over Dante, baby, she would have changed Zoe's whole life. Baby, that whole screen would have went black. We would have seen error message 404. I would have been like, "Listen, y'all. Ooh, honey. Zadia said something to Zoe, and baby, what she say that for?" The whole screen went black. And that was the end of the episode. Baby, we would have been done. It ain't no way we could have continued on with Zoe and Zadia getting into it. Them Z's ain't right. It's them Z's. It's them Z's. It's them Z's, honey. Zoe, Zadia, it's giving nuts. Honey, it's giving nuts. 3 baby mamas, Dante, absolutely. The D's have it, okay? Because we got deadbeat Daddy Devin. That's when I knew someone right with Sharice, honey. It's giving low self-esteem if you think you gonna hang out over there with Devin, who don't even know his kid exists. I don't have any. Yeah, oh, I do have a kid. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. You right. I do have a child. What? Child, this is crazy. When in Rome said it would have been like that flight attendant in the airport fighting that baby. What I tell y'all? Oh, honey. They would have canceled that show immediately. Okay. Jay Williams said it's giving zoo. Jay, good day. Oh, Samson is 48. Oh, okay. He look good for 48? That's probably because he didn't have to go through the struggle that he want his woman to go through. Okay. Diamond said, "How does Misha come that fast? She think on the fly. Damn, she funny. Oh, girl, that's because I be talking stuff all day long, honey. Especially to these screens when I be watching these shows, honey. Woo. Shayna said, if we talking about ages, Jamala doesn't give 33. She's beautiful, but I don't see 33. Jamala. Um, no, I don't see 33. I see her more being my age. No shade to Jamala because she is beautiful. And baby, sis is sitting. Do you hear me? Got a body for the gods. But I see her closer to my age. So yeah, you're right. And then it doesn't help that the ready to love lighting is crap. P. Harvey says Zadia would have given Zoe the smoke. Baby, she would have flipped that whole pool table over. And y'all know she didn't wear nothing but spandex. All spandex. Zadia used to keep on them dang on workout clothes. When she got through turning up on Zoe, baby, Diamond said, I'm loving the kinky look this season. So many beautiful women this season. Yes, there is. Hold on. There are so many beautiful women this season. I'm going back through y'all's comments because I want to make sure I'm not picking the same people over and over again. The chat is moving really fast, y'all, so please bear with me. Sheila said, do you think Katie and called Bozo and told him he was going to be done? That's why he didn't show up? Listen, some people are saying that they believe that she did call him and say that, hey, you're about to be eliminated, bro, so I don't think you should show up. But I don't know. I don't know if I see her doing that. But then again, Shakira is saying she's talking about her business behind her back, but won't tell us what the business is. And I'm so confused. Like, girl, what is the business? Child, this is ridiculousness now. Hold on, let me go up. Deleted account said they need to bring some white men or some Arabs on this show. Black men play too much. Not they play too much. I think we have some wonderful black men. It's just the people they recruiting because they want to get the mess started. Okay? They want to get some foolishness started. Now, because the show is on, like if this show was on TLC, we would definitely get a mixture of men, men and women, or on Oxygen. Let's just say this show was on Oxygen, which I think it should be on Oxygen. It seems better suited. But then we will probably get a different mixture of men. And I'm not even thinking about them bringing the white men and the Arabs on the show. What I'm thinking about is, can we get different sizes and shapes of women and not deem them the homegirl as soon as they start talking? Okay? That doesn't mean they're the homegirl. You're not giving people a fair shot. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a variety of people, shapes, sizes, and everything. Because everybody's taste is not the same. And we don't always want bald and bearded. Like, my God, that's all they think we want. Kaya said they need to cast people who actually want to be on this show. Yes, ma'am. Operative word being want. Like, because this don't make no sense. Hey, Tanisha, I haven't seen you in a while. Mama T says Shakira needs therapy and they should send her home for her own good. I know, poor baby. She just, yeah. Shakira needs to get herself together so that she doesn't hang her head in shame. Because I think she, more shamed about it than anybody else. Like you're making it so big that people are going to treat you how you feel. So yeah, she need to do that. Tanisha said they recruiting social media thirsty men. Okay. And somebody said Mike be posing with his whatnots out and everything else. Jasmine said Shakira is just unhealed. She should have stayed home. She should have. And that's okay. That's like AP from last season. She was still grieving. And I know she wanted to find her man, but I just feel like maybe she needed to, just wait a little minute. Not telling nobody how to grieve or how fast it takes and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, I want to see him, shine and whatnot. Caribbean gal says, Shakira girl, please. I can't. She's giving Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac, Sans the Clinics. I don't think nobody can ever do it like Candace. Fam, you said, I think production had him escorted off the show. You think so? I don't think so. Live, Love, Laugh said, I can see her doing it. Zadian, oh, you mean Kadian. Kadian is a pick me. You can see her calling Zoe. Child said, Jamala Heavy Foundation is aging her. That's what it is. April at 36, 37 looks way younger than... April was 36 or 37? No, April was older than that. Really? Kimberly said, who is the girl with the curly and red scalp? Curly hair and red scalp. Who? Look, everybody's like, yep, she did it. Oh, all y'all think Katie called him. April was 46. Oh, okay, because I was going to say, I do not remember them saying that she was 37. Okay. Well, maybe April and Samson could have hit it off. I don't know. Shakira has been crying almost every last one of them, honey. And I'm just like, baby, please stop all that crying. And Tommy, you did not do her, you actually did her a disservice by saying, you just go home and rest and everything. No, no. She should have sat in front of Katie and said, girl, I didn't like the fact that you were telling business that I shared in this lounge. Like, I didn't like that. But I think, Katie has an intimidating presence. And the reason why I say that is because there was this girl that I went to high school with, and she was like deathly afraid of this other girl. And I'm just like, why? Her mere presence made her like shake in her boots. So I think that's, what Flower Child was going through. She probably was like, I'm a tattle, and tell what happened, but I don't want to actually talk to Katie because that's going to make me nervous. And she probably would have fell the hell apart because Katie was going to give it to her straight no chaser, and it wasn't going to be nice. You see what she said in the confessional? So I think maybe she was afraid of that. What exactly did they say to Justice to get him on? He is clearly disgusted by the women. Sandria, ain't he disgusted? But listen, watch your nigga get with watch your nigga get with Justice and tell him the women are repulsed by you. I said, girl, not repulsed. When I tell y'all the cackle that I let out up in here, I said, girl, what a way with words, honey. But we are repulsed, okay? The truth is the truth. Why did he agree to come on? He agreed to come on so he can get some airtime and get to talking about things that don't matter. If you don't shut up. Mama T, thank you for the super chat. Keep up the good work. Justice needs to go home next. He thinks women should chase him. Yes, and keep talking about his process. And I was waiting for Tommy to correct him, but Tommy was just like, well, you get out what you put in. No. This is when you lean in and say, listen, dude, you got to court a woman. Okay, if you're supposed to be some cat daddy sitting there with your legs crossed with your big white tennis shoes on, then let him know. Listen, you got to court a woman. A woman wants to be taken out, have nice things done for her. She wants to be checked in on and talked to. Child, what? Just letting him do whatever he wants. Katie said, I feel bad for Shakira, but we have all been through hard trauma in our relationships. She needs to take some time to heal. Exactly. That's why I have not been in a relationship in 6 years. Okay, because I know I ain't ready for nobody. Okay, I don't want to be bothered. Sometimes you just got to know yourself. Da said, you seen the preview of the next episode? Flower Child started with her story again, and Katie was not having it, and Flower Child bro. Oh, yeah, I did see the previews for next episode. But I don't want to see them fussing. Where are the single dates? Where are the single dates? Like, where are they? I really feel like we need to go back to the retreat format. Now, I know that was because, we were all under quarantine and whatnot, and they had to make Houston season happen. So they put them all in one place so they, they could get into it as they got into it. But that season was so good to me. From Denise acting a fool to Calfani being who Calfani was and going to the reunion talking about his ex-girlfriend left him a note on his door. So your ex-girlfriend ain't got no phone? Okay. Is her service turned off? Like, what is happening here? Then you had Winter doing the winter waddle. Honey, she was sneaking down to Jay's room late at night. Baby. And then, you had Jay acting like he was the bee's knees. Honey, always advertising that business of his. That was just such a good season. When I tell y'all I was glued to the screen, that's what made me want to start doing reviews because I wanted to talk to somebody about it. And did not nobody know me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk to this screen. And somebody going to talk back. And now I got y'all, honey. 737 of y'all to get into the foolishness with me. Please like this live, honey, if y'all just chilling and ain't doing nothing else, okay? Just slide on past the like button and hit it, okay? If you get into it as you get into it. You remember when Winter used to be waddling down there? That's what I deemed it, the winter waddle, when I was watching it. Because they showed that flashback at the reunion and Winter had on this real tight dress so she couldn't really give the judge like she usually. And baby, that dress was so tight and Winter couldn't really walk good, but it was giving penguin. And baby, she sashayed down that hallway. And that was the season where that girl was pregnant. Ain't that the season where the girl was pregnant? And they didn't even know the girl was pregnant on the season. Baby, that season was good to me. And that's the season where that where the girl with the short hair that was the she was the cosmetologist where she went off. That was just good. Child, it was a good season, honey. They need to go back to that format. Keep them all together because I want to see the dates. I want to see them interact. I don't want to see them fuss. I want to see no pool sticks being raised, and I don't want to see nobody getting bumped. Because when that man told Trinica, baby, turn around and let me see that sexy brace go bump, bump, bump. Baby, when he bumped her with that go-kart, baby, when he bumped her with that go-kart, I was done. I said, I don't want nothing else to do with this show, honey. I'm done. Alicia, that's who it was, Caribbean gal, when Alicia was pregnant on the show, baby, and trying to get with Brian at the same time. Ooh, honey, when that tea came out, and listen, I didn't have no channel or nothing, so I was just going from channel to channel, trying to get all the tea. And baby, I was like, not this girl was pregnant the whole time. Baby, that was good to me. Had a room full of Oreos and chips, Doritos, Skittles. Honey, she had everything in that room. Remember, she was waiting in that room for Brian to come back, but he went to Alexis's room instead. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come back," and he left her hanging. You know what? We might have to do some throwback reviews for that season. What y'all think about that? I think maybe we should do some throwback reviews of that season because that season was good to me. And I only got to do 2 reviews because when I started, the season was coming to an end. So I think I reviewed this episode where Simone went on a date with Rashid and then she got eliminated. I reviewed the episode where Denise was being, territorial like she liked to do. And that's when she lied. And then I reviewed reunions part 1 and 2. That's it. Jerica, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Misha and fam. I cringed when Trinica was playing referee with Justice and Kadian and kept saying she didn't see any of the issues that the other woman saw. It was giving people pleaser. I was completely confused. I was like, girl, what are you saying? Trinica, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. What were you saying? Why were you telling Justice? I understand. I can see what you're saying. They don't understand you. Like, what? No, Justice cannot be trusted, honey. He don't want to do nothing for nobody. Mm-mm. Sandria, thank you for the super chat. I'm convinced Ready to Love producers just drive down the street and pick and pick people up. Hey, you want to come with us? Baby, they better not come in no white van. Benny got locked up, honey. Ooh, had a SWAT team coming out, picking up people in that white van. Speaking of white vans, did y'all see that white van Marie was driving over there on Bell Collective? TT Tings said Mike has started this conversation of being long distance because he wants to start putting out there that he ready to cheat. Okay. And he will absolutely blame it on her for not being home. He ain't fooling me. And girl, I think you are absolutely right. Talking about, she was like, sir, I live here. I'm coming back. When I tell you that was funny to me, I said, sir, do you not know what a long distance relationship is? Like, boy, girl. When in Rome said, we know he's a sex addict. Is he? Allegedly, honey. These are not my views, honey. Okay. God built this podcast. Yeah, that moment was weird. Trinica, as the witness, should have played neutral and carefully restated both sides. And Justice was speaking all over Katie when she was trying to say what she was saying about the whole text. But this is the thing too. I'm not never falling in nobody's DMs in the middle of the night. Those are booty call hours. Why are you DMing him talking about call me in the next few minutes? No. You should have waited until you got up in the morning, rise and shine, and then, shout out to Kylie Jenner. And then you should have talked to him because now he got that hanging over your head. He couldn't wait to tell the men in the gentleman's lounge. I mean, all I'm going to say is people be DMing me in the middle of the night. Sir, you are not 72 years old. Do you turn in at 8 p.m. in the city of Miami? Oh, I ain't think so. So I know for a fact if it was somebody you were interested in, you would have no problem answering that DM at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But the thing is, why are you DMing him that late? It's giving let's meet up, honey. That's what it's giving me. But maybe that's just me. Trinica said her experience with him was totally different. I wish they would have showed it in our conversations. Now, I'm not saying I condone what he said to the other women. I even corrected him when he was talking to Katie. Oh, well, child, because they showed that. Because we was all looking like, girl, say what now? Not you understand justice, honey. Justice don't even understand he don't understand himself, honey. Mm-mm. Kaya said, I'm convinced there's no real connections on this season. I'm convinced of that too, child. Kim said justice needs to go, honey. And child, she hollering at us. Let's get into it. He probably would have been gone, but Zoe didn't show up. So they probably changed things at the last second. That's what I was thinking too. Because I was like, okay, if Zoe just didn't show up and Trinika told Justice that he's ready to love, was he really the one that was ready to love? Or like, how was it really going to go? That's what I was wondering as well. Mimi said those are leg opening hours. Honey, my mom and my grandma used to say that all the time. Calling me in that late, honey, ain't nothing open but legs and fast food joints. Okay. So you might need to not be calling people. Y'all remember when you had because y'all know I just be talking, child. Y'all remember when we had house phones and you could not call people's house after a certain hour? My mama didn't play it past 9. Okay. When I got a little older, like in the 11th and my senior year, she pushed it to midnight. I mean, not midnight. She pushed it to 10. But you better not call nobody's house after 9 p.m. Honey, we didn't play that in the South, honey. I don't know if y'all do it wherever y'all at, but my mama did not play that. You could not call past a certain time. Tippy said Katie shouldn't have been pressing him for answers. I was cringing like, girls, stop. Oh, girl, put your shoes on, honey. Let's go find you a home. Girl, stop asking this man these questions. I was sitting looking at that screen like, Katie, stop asking this man why he didn't call you. All of y'all, stop asking why you didn't call me back. Why you didn't call me back? I did call you back. Why? Obviously, I didn't want to talk to you for my first conversation. I was like, oh my God. TT said, and Miss Misha, I think Justice is here in this chat. Is he? Justice, when you gonna start going on dates, honey, and paying for coffee and whatnot, child? Because you said you want to take Trinika on a free date. No, ma'am. And no, sir. Dina said, my father used to say, if you're not gone by 10, you ain't going. Gone by 10. Let me tell you something. I had to be back by 10. But that was in high school. That's why I think after I moved out, when I went to my university, I never moved back home, honey. They weren't finna play with me. Family oriented said 11 p.m. on the weekend, 9 p.m. weekdays, period. Girl, you got 11 on the weekends? Not me. Girl, if my mama heard that phone ringing, oh, hell was breaking loose. That's why I had to end up getting one of them clear phones that used to light up so you can turn the ringer off, but you can still see the phone lighting up. So, honey, when your boo call in the middle of the night, you can answer the phone. Trinika said, oh, I talked to Justice about his delivery when he speaks to the women. I told him he was wrong. Oh, okay. Neon said, Misha said, I had to be back by 10. Girl, I had to be back by 10. Child, they wanted me to be gone by 4 p.m. Child, the party ain't even started. I remember the one time, child, it's a story time. It's not really a story time, honey. I remember the one time they let me go to a high school party. When I tell y'all, I had prepped for this day for like a week. It was something like out of a movie, honey, a little after school special. So, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing, honey. I had my blue jean denim, denim. I had my denim blue jean skirt, honey. It was giving thighs. And I was like, I cannot wait to go to this party. So I told my mama at the party, because, we in high school and whatnot. I think I was in the 10th grade. So I told my mama the party starts at 7. So, baby, why she started gathering her things? And I'm seeing her gather her things. And I'm thinking, okay, she just going to run an errand, honey. She going to come back to get ready to take me to the party. No, ma'am. She had her clothes on at 4:30. I said, what's going on? She said, come on, I'm getting ready to take you to that party. I said, it is 4:30. I will never forget this. My brother, okay, one of them, honey, he was losing his whole damn mind. So he howling over in the corner at the fact that I'm going to go sit out in front of these people's house at 4:30 in the afternoon. I said, Mama, the party starts at 7. Because that's, so they're saying now that they're not going to change the time back or whatever. So it's going to still stay daylight or whatever. This was when it got dark at 5. So my mama was like, I ain't know nothing about it being a nighttime party. I said, ma'am, it's 7 p.m. We had a knockout, drag out fight in that house about me going out that house at 7 p.m. So she gets in the car. Mind you, the people live like 15 minutes away. Okay, because we all lived by each other. We get in the car at 6 o'clock. Why I'm the first person at this party? I was so embarrassed, y'all. They were still setting up. I was like, oh my God. Not me being here for the setup, child. What y'all need? I was like, what y'all need help with? Oh, honey, it was so embarrassing, honey. I had to be in that house at 10 o'clock, y'all. And came back to pick me up at 9:57. Trinika said, as Sandria is, he agreed with me and said that he's trying to get better with his delivery. I hope that's true. Because right now we cannot be bothered. Okay. And I don't really know if he's going to be able to redeem himself, but I'm hoping so. Yes, girl, they was still setting up. I have never been so embarrassed. I'm never going to do my baby like that. I mean, I am probably still going to be circling the block until I make sure the perimeter is secure. Okay. Because I'm a helicopter parent. But taking somebody to a party at 6:56 and it started at 7, you know we black. I ain't got nothing set up yet. Caribbean gal said, did you have on a denim jean baby jacket too? Because you know the girls used to love them. No, I didn't, girl. I had on this cute tank top with my blue jean skirt. And girl, you couldn't tell me nothing. Child, I thought I was looking so good. Okay, Trinika said exactly. A lot is edited out. We filmed for hours. Oh, girl, we know y'all filmed for hours because they were saying that last season, which I remember now, and it makes me think about why y'all getting so much food, honey. That's why Katie pulled that rib out when she was talking. Katie started eating a full-on slab of ribs, honey, when she was talking to Mike. But they did say that y'all filmed for such long hours that y'all don't get to sleep and eat, and child, it's a mess. Mama T said, I do not care for Justice. He is coming off as cheap. I don't care for Justice either. And Justice, I don't know if you're in this chat or not, honey, but you'll be all right, honey. Tanisha said, my mama tried that same thing with the Lamar Senior Girls Party. If you know, you know. Oh, girl. I would have fell out. I couldn't wait to get out that house, y'all. Oh, honey, I've been free and I ain't looked back since, honey. I got my freedom papers and I ain't been back since. Do you hear me? Hold on. Family Oriented said, yes, denim jacket with a keyhole shirt and denim skirt and the backpack part. Baby, get into it. Get into it, honey. Shanika said, I'm with Katie and I'm eating. Me too. I'm going to eat. I don't care what's going on. Mimi said, I had Cinderella hours. Don't let the clock strike 12, honey. Do it. Be outside sleeping with the bugs, cats, and dogs. Oh, girl. At least y'all got midnight. Y'all were so privileged, honey. Honey, I had a curfew on prom night. Okay, patrons, y'all know the story time. I had a curfew on prom night. And dang near went to jail on prom night, honey. Diamond said, I love your accent, child. Thank you. I'm a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. You gotta be, Jay, because these people can't be trusted. She said, I'm a helicopter parent too. Baby, I don't trust nobody, honey. Absolutely nobody. Okay, Kaya said, Trinika, please tell us what we're missing with Shakira. Yes, Trinika, please tell us. This is the thing. I literally was thinking as I was doing the review, okay, I cannot explain to them what I'm seeing because I don't understand. I'm confused. So as I'm watching the show, I'm like, why did she repeat verbatim what we already saw? So Katie didn't even really do nothing wrong. I was like, what's happening? So yeah, I would appreciate if we could get some insight because I'm totally confused. Hold on. William Heath said, okay, wait a minute. April said, when we got call waiting, I will call the time. April, are you me or am I you? I will call the time and I will call the weather and then I will click 4 for them to give me the horoscope. And then when I heard that phone beep, then I would click over. But William said Justice is a scammer. He looked like the type who boosts clothes. William, first of all, where you been? And secondly, not you gonna come back talking about this man look like a scammer. Mrs. Book said Justice is not looking for a maid. He wants TV time. I think he does too. Trinika don't be getting caught up over there with Justice. Honey, no justice, no peace. Honey, it ain't gonna work. Caribbean gal said Justice buys stuff and returns it after he wears it. Oh, y'all hell on Justice, honey. Oh my God, I almost missed this live. Hi, everybody. Hey, B Channel TV. We're getting off in about 15 minutes. JB said I got to dip out soon for my live. Oh, what kind of live are you having, JB? Amina said, I remember when my boyfriend came home late from prom because, best friend. My best friend came home late from prom because she had a curfew of 11 and her grandmother came outside and beat her in front of everybody. Girl, what? Child, that sounds like one of them TikTok story times. Oh, honey. Okay, wait a minute. She explained it. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so Trinika explained it. Shakira's trauma wasn't fully revealed on the show, but it's serious. Out of respect for her, I won't say what it is, but I will say there were some people talking about her, which wasn't okay. I completely respect that and I understand that. And I also had gotten a different perspective about it because I thought about it this way. If I'm sharing some trauma with you guys, which I have done before, and you use my trauma to spark up a conversation, I'm going to be pissed. Now, what I did see as far as when she was sitting with Jamala and Mike, that scene right there, that didn't make no sense to me. So that's what us as viewers have to go off of. But if you saying right here that what she went through was serious and people were talking about it, don't use me as a topic of discussion. Like that ain't cool. I'm obviously going through something and you taking it because clearly it wasn't shown to us. You taking it and just talking about it so you can sit up on the phone all night. Hell no. Mm-mm. Hold on, hold on. Love and light, Shakira. Yes, absolutely. 411. Yes. See, y'all know y'all my people. Hold on, let me go down. Live, love, laugh said Justice looked so disappointed when Trinika didn't eliminate him. Child, he looked like, oh, I live to fight another day. That's why I said, baby, Justice got 9 lives. He like a cat. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me go up. Deleted account said I was on my way home at 5 a.m. one day, and my 65-year-old mom told me to bring her an egg and cheese biscuit and orange. Child, please. Girl, if I wasn't at home at 5 a.m., do y'all know that I would have been on the back of a milk carton? Y'all remember them cartons when they used to give you to the milk cartons at school and you saw those missing kids? Girl, they would have put a whole APB out on me. Belicious said, yes, I used to call to get my horoscope too. Those were the days. Girl, and I used to wait for my boo to call me. And baby, when I would click that phone over, honey, you couldn't tell me nothing. I used to didn't be talking about nothing either. Oh, child, them were the days. Justice is giving he's the grand rising type. Girl, he is giving that. Calling people and talking about absolutely nothing. Sapphire says, so does Justice have a bunch of money? Does he hold his coins because he's rich and wants someone to love him for his mind and not his money? It ain't looking like it, but he might, honey. Shanika said, I think more might have been said than what they showed us. Yeah, Shanika, Tranika. Oh, okay, them twin names. Get into it. I think, yeah, she said there was more to it and it's serious. Hold on, going down the comments, guys. Hold on. Hey, Janicia. I hope I pronounced that right. I caught my first live ever. Girl, and listen, we're about to get off at 10 Central Standard Time, but we still getting into it as we get into it. Sure was giving out horoscopes, honey. I used to call 411 Houston. And baby, that little automated thing would start talking, and then I would press that button to get my horoscope. Tippy said, yes, time and temp was my saving grace to be on the phone talking about a whole lot of nothing. And then I don't know why I thought this was cute, y'all. Oh, I was crazy back in the day. So, child, I'll be on the phone, and if any kind of silent, okay, y'all already know I like to talk, right? I don't like awkward silence. I don't like silence, period, on the phone. Because if you got time to sit, honey, you got to go. If you sitting, we got to go. So, child, if we had a moment of silence, I would be like, oh, my stomach hurt. Hold on 1 second. Child ain't doing nothing. So that sparks the conversation. Because when I get back on the phone, he'd be like, why your stomach hurt? I'm like, I don't know. You want to rub my stomach? Child ain't talking about nothing. You know what? My mama had a right to give me a curfew. My mama had a right to give me a curfew, honey. Ooh, honey. Shayna said, by the time I was a senior, my parents gave up. Laugh out loud. I was always out late by then with my boyfriend, but future ex-husband. We stayed in a hotel after prom. Hotel? Girl, the only hotel I know is the one over on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because, baby, it ain't no way that I would have been in no hotel on prom night. I wouldn't know damn well on prom. My prom night was the worst prom night in the history of prom nights. Do y'all hear me? It was horrible. Ooh, it was just horrible. Omar said, after reading my horoscope, I would read Miss Abby and People's Mess. Oh, yeah, I remember that too. Sheila said, Misha, you are hilarious. I watched your Throwback Thursdays. Housewives of Atlanta all day long. Season 6, episode 13 is so funny. And I was watching it the other day. I had put it on Hulu and I just started watching old Housewives of Atlanta because it was given organic. Okay, that's when it was good. I'm gonna bring my Throwback Thursday reviews back. Ruby said when Shakira met with Tommy, she did say that other men told her that Katie and told them her business. It was separate from the scene with Mike. Did she? Oh yeah, she sure did say that. She sure did. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, Lady J. I'm so late and haven't watched the latest episode. Oh, Lady J, girl, watch the latest episode and come back and watch the playback. Girl, because when you see it, honey, it was a whole fool. Do you hear me? And this live has been awesome. We had Trinika come through, honey. We had Kayla stop through and get into it as she got into it. We got a little exclusive tea. You know, it's just, we having a good time over here. TT said, the thing is, if the trauma is so deep, why was she allowed on the show? It's giving Edwin. Oh, child. Remember when Edwin would cry at the drop of a hat and him and Joy, every time he would get with Joy, he would tell us something a little bit more upsetting. But see, the thing is, I understood what his was because they said it. But not now. I don't know what's going on. Katie, thank you for the super sticker. Dina said, in middle school, we would call random numbers that we knew were in black neighborhoods in Houston and hope a boy would answer. Girl, y'all would ball like that? One of my cousins used to always come over and be like, let's get on the chat line. And child, so I tried to be adventurous one day, honey. And I was like, okay, let's get on the chat line, child. So you know how you would call and then it would be like a whole bunch of people in a room and y'all would all be talking on the phone or whatever in them chat rooms? Child, we talking, getting good into it. And it was some guys from the South Side, honey. I should have known then, honey. So we talking to them and they from the South Side telling us what high school they go to and everything. My mama picked up that spare phone and just was listening. And I didn't know she was listening for the longest time. And baby, she got to talking. She was like, hang that phone up. Hang it up. I was like, oh my God. Okay, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I hung that phone up so quick. I was so embarrassed, honey. Oh, I was so embarrassed. ML said, what everyone forgets is that the cameramen were also in the room filming and kept filming. Why didn't they intervene? Because they wanted ratings. Didn't give a damn about Sharice's safety. ML, absolutely. And also, why did they send Kadian to go talk to Zoe? Don't you think a man should have talked to Zoe? Like, why didn't LJ go speak to him? Like, he did eventually speak to him, but why did you send Kadian in there first? Because it was almost looking like somebody like cued Kadian to go. I don't know if it was because she heard the noise or just because she just decided to get up. But either way, it didn't make no sense. You're absolutely right, ML. I agree. The Miss Creator said them parents didn't play back then. Sure didn't. Honey, sure didn't. India said, I used to live on the chat room and just listen. Oh, girl, me too. When I was bored and I didn't have nothing to do, because I'm a phone person. I used to tell everybody I used to want to be a phone operator just because I want to talk, child. And I was practicing my phone voice and everything. But I used to just call the chat and just be in the room just listening. Some of them chats were freaky, though. Like some of them chat lines weren't right. Okay. And I understand why my mama didn't want me on there. Because some of the stuff I used to hear on there, I was like, you gonna do what to her? Oh, child. Let me sit up. Let me go get me something to drink. Always Coca-Cola. Baby, let me go get me something to drink, honey. The chat is getting freaky. Girl, when I tell you, I used to be sitting on that chat just listening. Like, what is going on? That's what they doing in the 12th grade. Because I was in the 9th grade, honey, listening on the chat. And the people in the 12th grade. And I'm like, what's happening? Baby, this right here is a mess. Yes, y'all, we are almost to 30,000 subscribers in under 2 years. Listen, December, I think it's 14th, is my 2-year anniversary. And thanks to all of y'all, I'm almost at 30,000 subs. So I really appreciate y'all. And listen, we made it to almost 30,000 subs without me getting involved in the mess of the celebrities and whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong, I still get messy, but I get messy over on Patreon. I don't get messy over on the YouTubes. But I do appreciate every last one of y'all. And I'm like 350 subs away from 30,000. So if you feel like you want to become a part of the Opinionated family, then please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And get into it if we're going to get into it. Because, I mean, clearly you see we random, okay? We done went from this face that she got right here to the chat line, okay? We done went to the chat line. So I'm just saying. Sister girl on films. Hey girl, my mom got real high tech and had a phone with a red light that would come on if any of the phones in the house were being used. Girl, what? She got that from one of them gadget stores in the mall. Girl, mama tried to try that with me. I said, you will not get a gadget, honey. Go try to ask my daddy for a gadget for Christmas. I said, y'all can play Inspector Gadget if you want to. My mom and them they got me my own line for Christmas, right? I got my own phone line because we're about to get off in like 5 minutes. So I thought I was slick and I was trying to be on there late night talking to my boo, trying to listen to the horoscope. Little did I know that it was a silhouette standing over me because I used to get under the covers and talk on the phone so that they wouldn't be able to hear me. So, child, I had to take a pee break. And baby, when I pulled them covers back, my mama was standing right there. I said, oh my gosh. She was like, get your ass off that phone. I was like, yes, ma'am. So I got off the phone. So she was like, you off that phone for 2 weeks? I'm like, okay. Little did she know, my best friend at school, her sister was in high school now. Mind y'all, I was in middle school at the time. So her sister was in high school and she ended up bringing me a new phone. And every time I would give her $10, she would go to Family Dollar and she would buy me a new phone. So every time my mama would take it, I would buy another one. And so there's that on that. Thank y'all for all the congrats. Yes, y'all. And y'all know I'm full time now. So we're going to get into it as we get into it. I'm working on some new stuff, but I want to make sure that it's good. So I don't want to just put it out. I've been testing out all kinds of new things in my mind, but I haven't executed them yet. And because I don't do like the hot topics and stuff like that on my channel, I'm trying to give something that's new and I don't know, I just want something different. And I want us to be able to enjoy it and it be like an escape. Because when you get so much social media and so much negativity and yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. I like a little bit of it in small doses, but I can't take too much. So I'm working on something else. I'm gonna bring it to y'all, and I hope you like it. I sure did, Nika. She said, "No, you didn't buy a new phone from Family Dollar, baby. We stayed in a good Family Dollar." Trinika said, "We heard the noise, so Katie and decided to get up. We initially thought that Zoe was still being rowdy." Oh, okay, 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 okay. So immediately LJ should have went over there. Cause baby, I could hear him from over here, and y'all wasn't even filming then, honey. That was just too much. Black girls getting their shift together said, my mama made me mad, and I was talking about her to my friend, and my father was listening. I almost pooped myself. Girl, my stomach would have touched my toes. Oh, honey, when I tell you my nerves would have been so bad. Oh, child. Oh, honey, just thinking about that. Caribbean gal said, having your own phone like me, you were that girl. Yeah, I didn't have my own, laugh out loud. I had to get my little cell phone on. Hello, prepaid. Baby, I had my own phone line, honey. And people would call me all the time. You could not tell me nothing. I was like, hello. Oh, and then let me tell y'all what happened one time, child. And I was so into the phone. Do y'all remember when you could call and break somebody's line if they weren't answering? So this is when I was getting my crazy on, okay? And I know me, honey, I've grown. That was when I was a kid. Well, my boyfriend at the time was mad at me. So, child, he had took the phone off the hook. And I'm like, what's happening? Either he took the phone off the hook or he was talking on the phone and he wouldn't click over. It was one or the other. Baby, I called that operator. I said, I need you to break the line. And she said, oh, okay, what's the number? I said 713-452-6337. Honey, I don't know what number that is, but that's the number that I feel like it would have been. And baby, I gave her that number and she broke that line. He gonna say, hello. I said, why you block me? When he answered that phone, he said, man, stop calling me. So he thought I was crazy, honey. I jailbroke that line. I called that operator. I said, can you please enter that line, please? Honey, Misha, enter in the chat. Honey, don't be acting like you don't see me calling, honey. I was giving very much Denise from Ready to Love, honey. You belong to me. We together. Child Cole said, my dad used to read my emails in seventh. I started deleting everything. Girl, not your emails. See, I didn't really start using emails until I became like college age. Lil Williams said, congrats on the 30K. I've been thinking about doing a YouTube. Right now, I'm working to upgrade my computer. Girl, don't work to upgrade your computer. When I tell y'all the sound was bad and everything, even when you upgrade, I still have problems with this $2,000 computer. Like, I'm like, wait a minute now. You making me look crazy. Okay. The people can't, just like a few minutes ago, I was trying to let y'all hear what was going on and I couldn't because the sound was bad. So when I first started, I just encourage everybody to just do it. I don't care if you do it on your cell phone. I don't care if the cell phone is turned sideways. I don't care if people can't really hear you. Just do it. If you go all the way down to the end of my channel and look at the very first video, it's awful. Okay, it's giving awful. I had no idea. I was nervous. I didn't know what my intro was gonna be. And I just, I didn't have a tagline at the end. I was just saying, all right, y'all, thanks for listening, or something I said, y'all. I don't even know what it was. But I just encourage you to do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it if it's not perfect. Do it if you don't think nobody gonna watch it. Do it if you don't like it. Just do it. And also, somebody is gonna gravitate to what you have to say. And please do not become something else when the camera starts. Just be whoever you're gonna be. Okay. And if they can't get into 100, then I don't know what to tell them. Okay. But that's what I encourage you to do if you want to start a YouTube channel. Just do it, whatever. And I'm telling you right now, I would definitely support you. Okay. And I would shout you out. So if you're in, I'm not one of those people that have an ebook and let me show you how to make $5 million in 2 seconds. No. If you need some advice, I don't have a problem giving you any advice. Be authentic. Don't copy off of what others do. When you put out your content, make sure that it's original to you. It's something that you like, because it will come across. Because the thing I hate is to click on somebody's video and they don't want to be doing the video. So, baby, don't do the video. Okay. So that's what I encourage anybody who wants to start. Omar said, you couldn't tell me nothing when I had my pager. You had a beeper? My mom used to tell me, don't nobody need no beeper unless you're a drug dealer. Child, she would not let me have no beeper. Lucy said, does anyone remember the walkie-talkie? Baby, that next tail, that chirp, chirp, chirp. Let me tell you something. The first time I heard that chirp, I said, what is that? I was so intrigued. I said, oh, I got to get me one of them. That's what I got to do. I actually did review. I reviewed The Circle. I reviewed Love is Blind. I reviewed what's that other show? The Ultimatum. Actually, we had watch parties for The Ultimatum, but we didn't finish them because I don't know why we didn't. Oh, something happened, and then I got sidetracked. My son's birthday came up. It was just a whole lot going on. But we had watch parties for The Ultimatum on Patreon. I also reviewed Love is Blind, and then I did a live over here on this side. I reviewed The Circle, and also coming up is Behind the Altar or After the Altar or something like that. It's slated for September 16th on Netflix. It's all about what's happening with the people that were on Love is Blind. So if you watch Love is Blind, then you might want to check that out. Just saying. Diamond said, email wasn't a thing when I was in high school. Me either. Teresa said, I hated Nextels. Folks having a whole loud ass conversation out loud. So baby, they used to be talking so loud. Oh, honey. And then the phones were so big and boxy. Y'all remember them first cell phones? Let me tell y'all something, honey. Then we're going to end this live. Y'all know how I like to lie, child. We're going to end the live soon, but I got to just tell y'all this. So I started dating this dude back in 2011. And, everybody was moving into the smartphones of it all. But, baby, I still had a flip phone. And, baby, he thought that was so funny. And he saved my number in his phone as Flip Phone Shorty. So one day, I lost my flip phone, child, because it was small and compact. Kind of like what you pull out to put your makeup on. So, baby, well, he had took me out to dinner. And I lost that flip phone, child. And I was like, can you call my phone? And he was embarrassed to call my phone, honey, because he didn't want nobody to catch that flip phone, honey. And know he was with Flip Phone Shorty. So I was like, call the phone, boy. Just call the phone. So he gives me his phone and I call it. Why I look at the phone and it says Flip Phone Shorty. I said, if you don't take my damn name out of there as Flip Phone Shorty, honey, it's a cell phone. Does it dial out? Absolutely. But y'all, you know what used to make me mad though? Is that I couldn't rage text him. You can rage text now because the smartphones will immediately correct whatever it is you say and then send. But when you had them flip phones, you had to keep hitting that same button till you made it to that alphabet. So I used to be like, you get on my 3333, got 4444. I'm like, damn. By the time I got through, I wasn't even mad no more. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even mad. Okay, it was stupid. I'm not even gonna worry about it, y'all. Just forget it. Dada said, oh my God, my brother's got a beeper from the flea market for like $10. I was so jealous. I was like 11. Didn't need a beeper for nothing. Not nothing. And I remember one time my auntie child, she was at our house and her beeper went off and it said 304. Now, me being a kid, I didn't know what 304 meant. Y'all know what 304 mean when you put it upside down? So I didn't know the whole beeper lingo. And so I run in there and tell my mama, I said, Mama, it's 304 showing up. And she was like, 304, what are you talking about? Like, because child, I was getting on her nervous system, honey. And I said, it's 304 on her beeper. She said, girl, don't look at that beeper no more. She was like, don't look at that beeper no more. That's grown people stuff. You don't need to be looking at that. And that's where you're wrong at, honey. Yes, honey, the codes. ML said, I doubt that Zoe will show up at the reunion. Sharice may say she won't feel safe. Plus, he doesn't seem like someone who feels any remorse for his behavior. I think he's gonna show up. I think he's gonna show up. And I think he's probably gonna sit there and not have no remorse whatsoever. Mm-mm. Nope. Not at all. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this live on up, honey, because we don't went into thing after thing after thing, and I still have some other things that I need to do and or work out. I had so much fun on this live. Lucy said 911 call me right now. Did it or call me right away? I didn't know. But once I seen that 304, honey, I was done. She was like, girl, do not look at nothing else on that beat bar. What is wrong with you? Anywho, thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. I will catch y'all on another one. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to do it next Saturday, but we will have a Married at First Sight live. I don't know. We'll work it out. Monday night, if you watch The Family Chantel, we're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about The Family Chantel. The reason why I want to talk about it is because, Pedro and Chantel are going through a divorce. So if you watch that show, then we will meet on Monday so we can get into it. On Tuesday, we're going to have another live. That live is for the Shy. I personally love the Shy, okay? And I'm probably gonna get into it after we get off this, after we get off this live. But if you watch the Shy, or if you want to talk about it, then come on over to Tuesday night's live. Wednesday, we got Ready to Love. I'm not Ready to Love. Married at First Sight, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the Real Housewives of Dubai Reunion Part 1. Thursdays, I'm still kind of catching up, but we might get into a Throwback Thursday review, but I don't want to make any promises. Friday, we are back. We're Ready to Love and Bell Collective. All right, y'all. Woo, I'm tired just talking about it, honey. All right, but that's what I got to do, honey, because I done left the classroom, so it is what it is, honey. Thank you for joining us, Trinika, you and Kayla. She said, I enjoyed tonight. We enjoyed having you. C. Perk is going to be so upset when he knows that Trinika was on this live and he was not here. Because, baby, he loved him some Trinika. See? You should have been here. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night-night, y'all.